Oh, good evening, boys and girls. How are you today? Good evening, good evening. Let me just check that everything is fine. We lower a bit the music. Lower a bit the music. We check if the webcam is working. Yes. Seems that everything is in place. Pretty good. And here I am. Hello. Good evening. What's up, boys? What's up? My side, all good, all okay. I did some additional reasoning on the dice implementation, and I think John, which is the person that did the, the plugin for Unreal, is gonna help. At least he said that he wants to help, and let's see, maybe he will. Hopefully. And so what we decided at the end, you remember that we did all this reasoning about, how to subdivide, how to roll, how to, So at the end, I think that the easiest solution, and it's probably the one that I'm gonna do, the easiest solution is to use a trick. And the trick we're gonna use is basically to hide the dice for a second, right, before showing the result. I know it's not, the best, but that's the way we're gonna do it. So the idea, cup. So the idea is to use a cup. Not exactly this one, but something similar to this one. I want the cup to be, bigger, and so that you can really see the dice while you are shaking them and throwing them. So I think it will look more like this. Like the one here at the bottom. So it will look more like a wooden ball of some kind. Okay? Yes, exactly. It will look exactly like this. Or like this. I don't know. Like this or like this. I think is okay. So the idea is that you use this ball, right? And you put the dice into it, and then you shake it and you roll it and you do whatever you want, and maybe we can even do it with the mouse. That would be nice. And then you turn the cup on the table. Okay, you turn the cup 180 degrees on the table, and then you lift it, right? And you see the result. So this solution has few benefits. The first benefit is that we can still see the dice rolling inside of the bowl, and so the dice are nice to see, and so we will see them, we will see them running, right? We will see them moving, so which is nice, but it will be inside a bowl, and you will be able to shake the bowl. Now I cannot do it with this, but you will be able to shake and move the bowl, and then at a certain point, flip it over on the table and see the result. So the first advantage is the visuals, which still are kept, interesting. So the dice will look nice and you can see them. But the second very good benefit is that I don't have to do any specific calculation. So I just hide the result for a second, and it means I can This means I can basically flip all the dice and put them in the right numbers, and then when you raise the ball, you know, you see the right numbers. So I think that's a good compromise. I mean, it's not perfect, obviously, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay. We will do it this way. All the other methods, you know, we kind of thought about it yesterday, and they are too complex and not worth it, I would say. Not worth our time. But tonight I want to do something different. I don't remember if I already have a mission for talents. I think for sure I have a mission for skills. But I don't know if I have a mission. No, a mission for talent is not there. We have a mission for skills. So anyway, we had a stats and skills window, which is this one that was, you know, in the old game. We don't have a mission for talents. Okay, we can create one. Basically, in our game, and I can start the game maybe to show it. Or since the server is up, I can just launch the client, the release client. So it's faster to start. Yes. So if I open the skill window, right? If I open the skill window, I see the stats. I see the skills. I mean, the combat skills, the magic skills, the job skill, the values, and the factions. Okay. And basically, at the moment, you see that in terms of abilities, we have like empty abilities at the moment, right? Empty talents or abilities. I don't know how I want to call them, but it's one or the other. So at the moment, these are placeholders, right, for the real talents that we will have. There is a chicken somewhere. Right? But now I want to enable them. I mean, this was another piece that was missing since very long time. And I want to enable them. Again, the rules team is, I don't know, is busy with real life and they are not really responsive, unfortunately. But I think that this now is a real important missing piece, right? From the whole game. I mean, from the, yeah, for the game and for the alpha. I think it's a big missing piece. So we need to do it. Now, for the talents, I have to remember where we left. But basically, there's also another thing that I want to do tonight, maybe. Wait, I'm searching the talents thingy. I'm searching in our Discord. I cannot find it. I cannot find it. I think I found it. Character creation description, character creation, character progression, first version of talent abilities. I found it. Copy link, copy link, copy link. You know what also we can do tonight? I think that this talent idea can be good, but what? No, not this. Wait. What? What was that? I don't know what was that. Okay, so yes, yes. Now, so basically we already have a set of talents, right? Which are in theory implemented in the game, right? So for example, there is a side slash, a lunge, or beat attack, disengage. All these ones in theory should be talents that are available. And for which I think we can already use, we can already insert in the database and use. Now, the only problem would be that when we execute one of those, we don't have a specific animation, right? We don't have a specific animation, so we will need an animation. We will need an animation for each, but at the moment it can just be a standard attack. I'm just thinking if this is what I want to do now or not. Because the idea would be for every skill, and I don't know if with the skill we also include the stats. I think will be nice. There's a chicken here. Yeah. I think it would be nice to have it also on stats, like the old D&D, you know, bend bars, lift gates, you know, exactly that, exactly that one. The problem is thinking which one we want. It's not easy at all. It's not easy at all. Let me see if we add the stats. We don't have the stats. Yes, we have the stats. We have the stats. Huh. This is not easy, eh? It's not easy. But it's something that we should test. Okay, let's test at least the ones. Let's start to test the ones that we know that we already have. Okay. You see there are some that already have icons, right? Attack ID points to attack stable. Points meaning links. Links to the attack table. So these ones are going into attacks. I can test it on my machine because testing it on the current server, it takes me too much. So let's exit from here. Now let me check also let me check also in the update schema. I think we should have abilities, creation of new table for skill abilities. Some dummy data to ensure is exactly. Yeah, we don't have anything else. So in theory, it should be here. Hello, Hula. Hi, and welcome everyone else that joined. Hello. Hi. Okay. So if I have because I think in the dummy database we already have more stuff. We already have more stuff in the dummy database. The problem is skills abilities. Skills abilities, temp ability. No, in reality we have absolutely nothing here. Probably because I did the same thing. No, because this is production. Wait, this is production. Skill abilities. Ah, yes, you see, in yes, in the dummy database we already have stuff. Okay, let me start it 1 second because I need to remember where we are with this thing, because I remember that we could already drag and drop, right, talents, and we could already execute them. Now, I don't know if they were really working or not, but hello, Jet. Hi. Yes. This plan is a good plan, by the way. Okay, no, because I was searching the plan. Okay. Localhost. Let's go. Hello, one learner. Hi. We are doing some reasoning tonight on talents or abilities, which are special abilities that you can have in the game based on a certain value, certain rank that you get in a skill or a stat. And some of that we already have in place. Some of that we already have in place, but I don't remember at which level, so I need to quickly, you know, refresh my mind. You know, as usual, switching between different topics is fun, but is also, you know, takes you some time to go back to where you were. So if I open the skill window in the dummy database, you see that I have values here, right? Like the Hulk, you can definitely move a house to the location you prefer. Obviously, this is dummy data, okay? This is dummy data, so it's not real data. Or human calculator. You know every prime number lower than 13, right? For example. Or you can resist any pressure. So Exactly. You see that here I already have some of the abilities. Now I'm not sure if I remember because at the moment we have 0 sword. I think they are all on sword. They are all, the one that are implemented are well, yes and no. I remember we had all the icon. I did the search for the icons. Where were all the icons? I remember I did some search for those, but probably I didn't place them in. I didn't place them in the icon sheet yet. Probably not. Probably not. Icons. Wow. We have a lot of icons. I have to say, we have a lot of icons. They don't show up here, though. They don't show up here. So this 2000 and whatever. This 2022. 2022. Why is working? Why is working? It's working because probably we have a table. Probably we have a table which is item icons, DT UI icons. DT UI icons. No, DT UI icons is not a good idea. Item icons, DT factions. Yes, 2022. Yes, they are actually inside item icons. Okay. But why I don't see them in my file? Because in this file I arrive up to 797. 797. Yes, exactly. Why there are no icons here? Strange. Very, very, very strange. In theory, it should be there. Because I added it only to the... I added it only to the CSV file, which... I mean, it's kind of okay. It's a bit risky. But... it's kind of okay. So we added it only here and not to the original Google Doc, but fine. Fine. So we have all this one for archery, barbaric, infantry, sword, warhammer, and assassin. Right? So this is what we have. And some of them, yes, the 2020, 2021, 2023 are already assigned to specific talents, okay? And in fact, I see them in the game. Okay, at least in the dummy database. Now, hello, Funner. Hi. Yes, I want to resize the tiger because it's too big. Yes, I want. Yeah, sometimes I forget. I want to keep it on stream like few minutes, you know, 5 minutes or so, and then change it. Yes. Yes. Is the stream smooth or not? Because I see it a bit... I think it's the usual max FPS 30. Yes, better. Yes, much better. My head moves better now. Okay, so basically to test that these ones are working, the only thing I need to do, I need to basically gain a sword skill, right? So I think we can have a set skill me sword 100. Okay. As you can see, as soon as I reach the proper value, I get this bar to go up. I don't know if the bar at the bottom is very clear, but there is a bar that became white up to this point. And now we can access, you know, these things. And if we go in edit mode, by the way, we should put a pen there, but if I go in edit mode and I drag and drop this thing here, as you can see, it's kind of already working. So it's giving the name of side slash and is saying slash attack side slash, right? So which is exactly the command that it's gonna use to do that. And so I can do the same with the others. Why not? And so I can organize it in my shortcut bar. Now the shortcut bar can be vertical, can be horizontal, can be a bit like the way you want. You can put it here at the bottom. You can put it on the side, but let's put it at the bottom 1 second. Right? So now basically the idea is that if I try to attack, so if I issue one of these abilities, so if I click on this thing, if I remember right, it should work already. You do not meet the requirement for that attack. Holy shit. Why? You do not meet the requirements for that attack. It's not telling you why though. I think I know why. And the why is that I don't have a weapon in my hand. The problem is that it's not telling you the reason. And so I think for players can be very confusing. Unless, you know, the description of the side slash is telling you exactly what it's doing. A sword attack hitting with the blade's edge. Well, I think it's very clear that you need a sword, but I think it would be better maybe to change also that message so that we have so can I do it with any blade or should I do it with a specific blade? You don't have a target in front of you. What do you mean? You don't have a target in front of you? What do you mean you don't have a target in front of you? Why? I have a target. It's a bit of a small target, but I have it. I think I think the because the problem is that I was not using the combat mode, and so without combat mode you don't see if you are targeting someone. So probably if you click on an attack, it should tell you to go to combat mode, but it's not very clear. Yeah, maybe. Because the problem at the moment is that if you are not in combat mode, you don't see if you are targeting something. And if you don't target something, it's actually not doing the attack. Hello, Jeremy. Hi. Hello, Tony. Good evening to you. So I think we want to go in combat mode, and the only problem of combat mode, you know what is it? Is that or someone tells you that you can associate this thing to a key, right? Like for example 1, I think there should be a small number here at the top, otherwise it's too hard to know it. Because like now if I press 1, you know, it's going to do that attack, right? Now the question is, do you think he's really doing this one or not? And also, why is not telling me that I'm doing that one, but it's just telling me that because in theory when I click on this, right, when I click on this, is using /attack//, and considering that we are attacking, I think that we are actually getting, I mean, we're actually doing what we should do, probably. I think server side we are probably doing receive, set mode combat, execute command. I think we need to have the server in debug mode and see exactly what happens when we do /attack, because I'm not completely sure that we are doing what we should be doing. But yes, basically talents or abilities are special abilities that you gain when you rank up, right? Handle attack. Was there downloaded plenty of animations? Yes. I mean, I think yes and no, but the problem is that some of the animations are starting from different positions, so they assume that you are, you know, like one leg at the front, one foot at the front, another foot at the back, and others maybe not. So the problem of pre-made animation is always that it's not very easy to reuse. I mean, some are, others not. So yes, there are plenty, but not all of them are really reusable. That's the problem. Do we detect if it's a special attack? Detect if it's a special attack. Stance ID. Find. Words get 0. Yes, we should see if this one is returning something. Handle Q attack. Yeah, but for sure we are entering here because he was saying you do not meet the requirement for that attack, right? So Yeah, so I think he's working. I think he's doing what we want him to do. I just don't understand. Wait. Attack. Where we are getting the special attack. Get attack by name. Which is here. Which is here. So attack in theory is valid. And attack is our ability. In this case is our ability. Add the attack to the queue. Okay. Push the attack. Okay. And so in theory we should have a get attack queue. So get attack queue is the keyword. And when we do attack someone, I think we are going to... Yes, we are going to get the current attack queue and we just double check again if we can attack with that. Now attack. So basically it's here. Okay, so basically it is here. Is resolving the combat results. But I don't understand. Why we arrive here and we don't arrive. Attack. No, I think we need to debug it to understand it better. But I think we will arrive here. I think we will arrive exactly at this point. And we will have a PS attack. We will have a PS attack, which is a specialized version for our... okay, so let's do this. Let me just close the editor because I don't want... I don't want this guy to go in hot reload mode. Let me see if he's building or if he can run. In theory, I didn't change anything in the code, but... It's creating the make file, huh? Okay. It's creating the make file. So we recompile this and we see if the special attacks get actually executed. Now that special attack, if we look at the database while it's compiling, should be pointing, so there was side slash, right? This one, side slash. So side slash has a specific icon, a specific rank, and a specific attack type, and is pointing to an attack ID. Now, when the attack ID is specified, it means that this ability, because here we are at the ability level, right? But it means that this ability is actually an attack. And so we go inside attacks table. And the attacks table should have an ID number 10, exactly, which is our side slash. And he has a specific animation that you can specify. You see, so we can change the animation. And This breakpoint we don't need anymore. And then it should have a specific script. Now damage, calculate damage, attack type 5, attack side slash. Yes, you see that he has a specific outcome and also he has a prerequisite. Okay, and that's fine. He has a specific outcome which is attack side slash, right? Which is attack side slash. Attack side slash is a progression event. So if I search where name like side, no. Why? Why not? Attack side slash. Attack side slash. This one should be valid, because if it's not valid, obviously we will not have. I mean, it cannot work. Attack side slash. Do we have any attack? No, we don't have anything here. We don't have anything here. Okay, so that's probably the reason why, you know, because we don't have. But the problem is that if he's not finding a specific attack, he should actually tell me. I think he should stop at startup. I mean, if an attack is not valid, he should. If an ability is not valid, he should absolutely stop the loading. So I don't know why he didn't stop. I think we should ensure that the scripts are correct. Huh? There should be a preload attacks. Yes, there is a preload attacks, right? And then there is an attack load. And inside attack load, there should be the inside attack load there should be the pointer to our script, right? Outcome. So if outcome is not valid, we need to give a critical error. At the moment I think it doesn't care, but we need to give a critical error here if the progression script doesn't exist. I mean, to me it's a critical error because it means that we cannot execute the attack. Right. So I'm launching the server again with a breakpoint here. Now, not all the lines obviously have a specific outcome, right? Certain abilities will have an empty outcome. So I need to change this thing because like this is not the way we want it, right? It's not the way we want it. I think we need to do this. We need to do outcome script, right? Outcome script, and we need to get from outcome script. We just get this as a result, right? And then we check if the outcome script is empty, then we don't even try, right? So if let's say if it's not empty, so if it's not empty, we check. Yes, we get it this way. Right? We get it this way. And at this point, if it's not empty and not found in Cache Manager, we need to give a critical error. So if outcome is not valid, then we need to give a critical error here, and the critical error will be something like cannot load attack blah 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 blah, and we can say script outcome, or outcome say outcome script percentage s not valid. Okay. Okay. And we return false, right? So that we don't allow the server to continue. So let me try like this. There is a very important check, because otherwise we are starting the server with stuff that is not gonna work, and it's not a good idea. Right? By the way, Jeremy, how did you find us? Were you browsing for Unreal or? Okay, succeeded. So let's launch it again and see when we reach this point, right? When the outcome is not empty. And one learner, did you manage to do some recordings? Okay, so outcome script exactly is cast hammer smash, right? Which is okay, perfect. Which is an outcome of something. Perfect. So if outcome is not empty, yes, you see that this one was loaded properly. So cast hammer smash actually is present in our database, right? Cast hyper shot is also present in our database. Cast LB shot is also present. Let me go. Maybe let me put the breakpoint here so I immediately see. Okay, this one, for example, is null. Yes, and is attack side slash, the one that we were seeking, right? And since it's missing, it will give the error now. It will give the error saying cannot load attack 10 side slash blah blah blah, and return false. And I hope that if we return false, the whole server is going to go down. Yes, the whole server is going down. Okay, perfect. Because we don't want to load in if we have missing attacks, because then it means that people will click on the button, but nothing will happen. So okay. Okay, now that we have that, we need to ensure that our side slash is actually assigned to something. So what we need to add on top of this, right? I think the best way for me would be to copy those scripts from production, because actually we have a bunch of those scripts which now are not in my dummy database, obviously, but they are in the production database. So the easiest is that we go here under progression, under progression events. Yes, maybe we add just the first 4 or 5, you know. It's not that we need to we don't need to add them all, but yes, you see that this one, for example, is available, right? This one is available. So wow, there are a million. I don't need all those ones. I need only the ones that are specified here, right? So side slash, launch, beat attack, disengage, and circular parry, right? Now, how to find those ones only? I don't know, but for example, beat attack is here, circular parry is here, disengage, lunge, and side slash. I think are these 5, right? I think. So if I copy to SQL, only these 5, maybe we are lucky and it does it. And we go here. Wow. Yes. Do you think it will do it? You can try. No. It's not doing it, huh? Would have been too nice, huh? Why is not doing it? In theory, this is a valid SQL. In theory, this is a valid SQL, but I think he's seen some. Maybe it's the commented out thingies. No, I don't know. This script should be valid. This script should be valid in theory. Yes, you see. From here it did it, but from the editor for some reason it doesn't. But it's okay. And the only thing we needed is to have this thing loaded in. So now we have them loaded. Progress. So if I do a refresh, right, we should have our attack. Here it is. Attack, right? Yes, we have the mini database. Now, I don't know if these scripts will actually load, but in theory they should load. I mean, our scripting system is pretty much, you know, 100% ported or 99. So in theory it should be fine. So let's try to see if it loads now, this data. So let's launch again the server in debug mode, right? And let's see. Okay, so this variable seems to be fine. Now let's go until we have one attack. For example, this one. Yes, now this is getting loaded. Okay. I think that now they are getting loaded properly. Okay, nice. So let's start the client and see if now we get something more than just a simple normal attack, because in theory now we should be doing a special attack. Now, I mean, there is the wall usability discussion, right? So if it's okay for you to use numbers or to use keys to actually issue special attacks, or if you want to click on something, right? I think clicking with the mouse is usually not the standard way to issue special attacks. Usually it's not, because you use the mouse to look around and to click on stuff, you know, and to target, but basically to move in combat. And then if you want to issue a special attack, you are using a key, right? Like, I don't know, the Q or the E or the R or the T or the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So and you can set them as you want. So okay, so now I should have, yes, my bar is still valid, and so if I issue normal attack, there is a normal attack. I want to see, oops. I want to see this attack should be a default, exactly. Okay, there are few breakpoints, but basically we did a default attack. Now if I press 1, you don't meet the requirement of that attack. Yes, because we don't have enough. We don't have enough sword skill, so we should set skill me sword 100, because it didn't save it actually. Because GM skills are temporary. Okay, so now, yes, this attack is a side slash attack. Okay, perfect. So let's let it go and see what happens. It actually said you must face the enemy to attack, but I don't think that's the problem. So it seems that something went bad. So the special attack was not executed as we expected. Let me try 1 second to disable breakpoints, and because otherwise disable all breakpoints. Let me go normal mode. You can attack NPC in the back in Unreal. Yes, for sure. What do you mean? You see that when I attack with a normal attack, is working, but when I attack with a special attack, it's saying something strange, right? I don't know if maybe the side attack is a bit special and really requires you to be on the side. That's possible. I didn't read the script, but maybe there is a reasoning behind this thing. Let me check what the script is doing. Okay, so HP attacker aim target minus final value. Okay, play the effect for the right hand. Attack weapon slot 0, then source attack attacks, word effect right, then left hand, Attack weapon slot, blah blah blah. The attack deals an extra 50% slashing damage, but require physical and mental stamina equal to the extra damage to be carried out. Okay. Let var damage slash stamina, blah 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 blah. Yeah, in theory we should have executed this piece, but it seems that this piece is not happening. Why this piece is not happening? And in theory you should say you hit with your blade dealing such damage. Or if you don't have enough stamina, I should tell you you lack the stamina to carry out the attack. Right? So why? Why doesn't do it? Has dodged your attack. You attack on the ends but are blocked. Yeah, because I think the combat resolution is anyway the normal combat resolution. So you still need to you still need to be able to hit him, okay? But then when you hit, ouch. Ouch. Okay, so we crashed. Which is okay. I mean, okay, attack, effect, target, outcome. Yes, he's trying to... Okay, now he's really trying to do it. Now he's trying to do the special attack. He's trying to do the special attack. But for some reason he's crashing. And we need to understand why. So attacker, branch, bindings. Okay, the outcome seems to be valid. The outcome seems to be correct. We have a number of operations to go and to do. The first one is a let operation. Let body. At the story beginning to supply matter var and execute a sub XML script, auto supply the var. Bindings. Okay, so here we are basically executing the script. The script that is executing, in theory, is the one that we have seen in the database. Okay, so it should be this one. Now, I think all this initial part is not the problem. I think the problem is inside this let var. So it's this piece. Is this piece. And there may be a problem with the porting. There may be a problem with the porting. It's very likely. So it's good that we found it. Now... exit signal. Here we are inside math script, so we are pretty deep into the execution of the script. Is searching for an exit. Do we have an exit in this thing? No. We don't have an exit, but you know what? I think that at the moment he's searching for... I mean, I think he's reading this piece. I think he's reading the let var. Damage, stamina. I think he's reading this piece only. What is going on? because it's actually running a specific operation, right? Which has the body let. As the body let. If OP, then branch. It's not very easy to follow because you hit with your blade. Okay, Zia, you hit with your blade. No, so we are one level above. We are. You hit with your blade. You hit with your blade. So in theory is inside. No. Yeah, we are kind of here, but I don't understand exactly at which point. But we are kind of there, and I don't understand why it's crashing though, because the exit signal seems to be value 0. So he's trying to do a get value. No, I think the error is inside this evaluate. Yes. The error is inside this evaluate. So S damage. Okay. Assigny damage. Yeah, you see that we are exactly here. Damage equal to. So for some reason this script is failing. Pretty strange, but it is. Most enemy turn to face you, but I'm invisible. Yes, because exactly. It doesn't see me, so because I'm invisible. It says face the enemy anytime he falls, even for distance. That we should fix though, eh? Because if he's for distance, he should tell you that you are out of range. Okay, so we are inside this evaluate, right? We are inside this evaluate. Now, this evaluate, unfortunately, this part of the code is not very easy, boys. So it's not easy that we find a solution, but let's see. He's trying to evaluate a math expression. Okay. And he's trying to get the result of that expression. Okay, the environment is valid. The environment is valid. He has one variable at the moment, which is only the environment. And he has basically no string literals, or I mean, not much else. Okay. And then he goes inside this evaluate, right? And so required vars, we have two required vars, one which is slash damage and one which is environment. One which is slash damage. Yes, one which is slash damage. In theory, also P stamina, because it's set here, but slash damage should be available anyway. And slash damage, slash damage is never set, but I think that slash damage is a calculation of the script. So I think we passed inside the environment slash damage, right? I think we passed it through the environment. Now, if you ask me where, I have no idea, but probably up here somewhere. When we are evaluating the environment script, we are passing slash damage. The problem is that here we are already getting an invalid value out of this. That's the problem. Required var of number plus property refs of number. So basically this thing is creating a new double of 2, right? If I understand right, it's creating a new double of 2. And so in theory, if I do values of 0, okay, at the moment he has 2 completely invalid values, but I think is fine because we just did a new, but we didn't initialize it to anything. Okay, then he's trying to retrieve the values of all the required variables. Okay, but one of the two is environment. So environment, I don't think is. But anyway, so he's iterating now. He's iterating on these 2 variables. Yes, he's trying to do a lookup of slash damage. Yes, of slash damage. And he's not finding it. In fact, he's throwing this error. Required variable is not supplied in environment. And so probably is also printing this out. Yes, exactly. So he's saying required variable slash damage not supplied in environment. Interesting. So why? I mean, is this slash damage? Is this slash damage a variable that somehow we define up front? Because it seems to be a variable, you know. It seems to be a default variable. In theory, this should be the result of the combat script. Right? Should be the result of the combat script, but I don't see. So probably, wait, probably. Okay, let me do this, which is probably simpler. If we go in production data, and I search event script like slash damage. It's only here? Wow. Okay. And if I go in math scripts, and I search where math script like slash damage, calculate damage, probably here there is a slash damage. So I think the fact that the combat script has been changed and is not exactly this one. Oh my god, this combat script is insane. It's like 5 pages of stuff. Slash damage. Yes, you see that actually in this script we have slash damage equal to blah blah blah, right? Now in our dummy database combat script, I don't think that we have that, and I think that's probably the issue. The good part is that it gave a meaningful error, right? The server gave a very meaningful error. So yes, exactly, you see, it's not coming out. So calculate damage. So our calculate damage. Yes, our calculate damage in. It is not an easy error to identify up front, right? But basically here we are in a situation where the server has a script, which is the combat script, which is missing certain important variables that they are used by special attacks. And so if we don't detect this thing, it will not easily work, right? But I mean, in this case, I can just add this slash damage here, and I'm good. But I was thinking if there is a way, you know, to actually detect the error up front, but probably not. So we can extend it here, you know. We can say slash damage equal to, and we copy in slash damage, blunt damage, and pierce damage, just because we need all of them, right? Because I guess the other attacks are using these variables anyway. And for now we can just assign them to final damage, which I think is okay. Right? Because these variables are used by our calculation. So I think that if now we restart the server, right, and we try again. Okay, I think he's up, so we can reconnect. At the moment, it's mostly, you know, data setup. I mean, it's not really a problem with the code. It's more of the fact that the data was not, you know, proper. But I need this word 200, 100. So if I press 1 and I manage to actually hit, hopefully, but I'm missing. If I miss, nothing happens. Okay, I have hit him and he died, but I didn't see the execution of the special attack though, which is strange. Because he didn't say anything special, he just it looks like he just issued a normal. It happened before already, right? In the previous test that we did like 5 minutes ago, it happened that the special attack. Why is not executing a special attack, but is executing a normal attack on the first one? Why? Because the only thing that I do, I press 1, right? Which is the special attack. So you should immediately schedule a side slash, but it seems that the first attack is actually a normal attack for whatever reason. Like if he's starting combat with a normal one, but we don't want that. We want the special attack immediately, right? We want the special attack immediately. And I think it kind of happened already. I need this thing to respawn. Hopefully it will. Oh no, it will not until it's in debug. Ouch, we timed out, but we can reconnect. Yeah, but it seems that we have, it says slashing damage. It said that. Okay, maybe I didn't read it right then. But I was expecting you hit with your blade on the side, you know? I mean, you should say this. You should say, wait. You should say, you hit, by the way, is you hits, I don't know why. You hit with your blade edge, dealing slashing damage. Did he say that? I mean, if he said that, we are good. In theory, I have it logged. Let me see if the log works. In theory, I should have it logged. No? You hit fighter 3 with your hands for 555 damage. No, you see that it doesn't say. By the way, it doesn't seem that all the messages are displayed, but did you see slashing damage really? I mean, I didn't, but let me do it again. Uh-oh. Is the server running? Yes, it is. What the hell? Why am I not getting messages anymore in the chat? Hello? Maybe because I already have it? Yeah, because I already have it. Because the server... okay. So he's not telling you anything in case? Okay, it's fine. That's another thing. Small thing to fix. Hello? He's not doing anything anymore. Okay. Attack. Yeah, it's a side slash attack. It is a side slash. It is. So it must be correct. Maybe I didn't read it right. I don't know, but it seems he's not printing out what he should print. Ah, now it did it. You hit fighter 3 with your blade edge, dealing slashing damage. Is this thing going into the log? It seems that the log is logging only what he wants. You see? It seems the log is logging a bit what the hell he wants. But okay. I mean, there may be another problem. But yes, it seems to be working anyway now. So with the right variable in the combat script and with the check at the beginning that we are... but it should always be like that, right? It should always be like this. Why sometimes is not? Attack Cube Forge. Yeah, now it's doing it. Now it's doing it. Now it's doing it. Now it's doing it. Now it's doing it properly. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is nice. Now, the only problem is this thing saying, is this thing, final damage? Because you see that, in the first line of the script is anyway dealing our final damage. And then in addition, is dealing additional damage, right? Now is printing out only the extra damage. Is not printing out the default damage. But this is a problem of the script, which I think is yeah, you have to successfully hit, yes, absolutely. But this one, you hit with your blade edge dealing 227 slashing damage. In reality is... because there is no extra. Okay, because they are slightly different. Yeah, there should be extra here in the description. Okay, it's extra damage, but it doesn't tell you the previous damage, so that's a bit... I don't know, this script, I don't like this script too much, but it's a problem of the script, okay? It's not a problem of the code. So I think we need to put here, you know, anyway, a message that is saying you deal, you know, you deal final damage, you deal this amount of damage plus 220 extra damage. Right? Otherwise, it's not really clear. But basically, you add it on top of the final damage, right? Which I think is okay. So this means that this works, right? This means that this works. Which is nice. Do you want to try another one? So if I go in this one and I bind it to key number 2, right? And then I try to attack this guy with my number 2, which is lunge. Dodge your attack. Okay, I think I can disable breakpoints now, but I just want to see if it crashes. Yes, it crashed again. I think it crashed for the same reason. Yes, required variable base damage not supplied in environment. So there are certain variables that are absolutely required by these scripts, and if we don't provide them, so for example, this base damage, this base damage, boys, base damage, no, it's not like this, it's base damage, okay, base damage, attacker apply the manual quality factor, and then this base damage is multiplied, I imagine, for something else. Yes, it's reduced by the opponent. I mean, it's very complex. It's reduced by the armor and all of that, but we don't care at the moment. The only thing that we care is that in our script we need base damage as well, and for now we will set it as final damage. Okay, this is in our dummy script, so we just want the script to basically work, right? In the dummy database with basic data. But yes, basically is crashing whenever you have... Now, the fact that is the server crashing is very bad. Because I want the server to never crash, right? The client can crash, but the server should never crash. Now, this is basically crashing because I think I can delete this. This is basically crashing because we have a script, you know, which is the combat script, which is running every time, is running anyway, you know, every time you run, you execute an attack. Execute an attack, and this one and attack, and this one is defining, so it's run anyway. So this one defines some basic variables, right? Defines some basic variables. For example, it defines a variable that is called base damage. Then there is the special attack script, right? The special attack script, which is depending on the special attack that you are executing. So we have many of them, which is actually relying, you know, relying on the combat script variables to run properly. So the problem is that if you didn't define example base damage again, right? So if you didn't define base damage in your combat script, your special attack cannot be executed, right? Cannot be executed. Now, do we have a way to determine this? I mean, to prevent the crash at loading time? I don't know, because we cannot really cross-reference every special attack. I mean, the cross-referencing is very complex, because in reality it's not even like this, right? So the special attack script, the special attack script is in reality connected to an attack or a special attack, right? And the special attack is connected to an ability that you get through a skill rank. So there is kind of the sequence, you know, of father child, right? And so how can I then relate this thing there, you know, and say, hey, if you don't have this, you know, it's too complex. I mean, it's too many redirections. So I think we just need to live with the fact that we need to do the scripts right. If we don't do the scripts the proper way, they will not work, and we cannot determine this at loading time, right? Because it's too many redirections. I think it's not possible to do it. Or anyway, it's very complex to do it, and then it will probably change, and we will forget. And okay, so I think it's fine anyway. So we needed also base damage. So if I restart the server now, by the way, here is a specific assert, a specific assert that we are calling. So we are crashing the server by purpose. Okay, so I could remove this line and it will not crash, but the problem is that the combat will not be executed properly, and in general we don't want that to happen, right? We want to detect with a very strong message to me, which is the server crashing, that we are in a situation that should never happen. So basically that's the thing, and this one, I think I can remove this breakpoint at this point because we don't need it anymore. So if we reconnect, now that we also have base damage, I think also the second one will work. Can probably disable the breakpoints because we don't need them at the moment. Oh. Hello, Mr. Clacker. You're gonna die again. I'm sorry. I don't know why sometimes the messages are not appearing. What is going on? It's not appearing if you already have that value. Okay. Okay. If you already have that value, it's not appearing. Okay, fine. I think it's okay. Ouch. There is another variable that is needed. Opponent Pierce reduction. Oh my god. So we are basically using all the possible variables that there are in the main script. Oh my god. Okay, anyway. So there are these three variables. Opponent slash reduction, blunt reduction, please. So for our dummy, or we use the full script also in the dummy database, but I don't know if I want to. Or we just set them all to 0 here. I don't know which kind of calculation it's doing, but it's doing a million calculations. Okay. Just make the additional damage a percentage based damage. No, but here the problem is not the calculation. The problem is the engine. Okay, so we don't care about the way the damage is calculated. The damage is calculated based on scripts, and the scripts are defined, you know, by the rules people, okay, which at the end it will be me, but no, it's also not me sometimes. And so like Davide, like Tua and such, right? And so they have to design the script properly, and that's fine. What we are testing is not the type of calculation, right? So we're not testing that. The type of calculation is fine. So we will be defining the script, and we don't care at the moment. What we care is that when we get a certain ability, right? Because we are testing talents. So when we get a certain ability, fuck. What is this script doing, boys? These more variables. Oh my god, more variables. No, now I want to see it though. Now I want to see it because it doesn't make any sense. So we are executing the lunge or how you call it script, okay? So I want to see it because it seems insane. What the hell is doing? Special pierce, opponent pierce reduction, armor versus weapon, weapon stats factor plus extra damage percentage pierce. Oh my god, what is this monster? Okay, anyway, sometimes when you give too much freedom, this happens. I hope it's the last one. So weapon stats factor is basically the skill factor plus the stats factor. And the skill factor is the skill importance, weapon skill divided by 200. Power of this. So skill importance and power of this. No, the opposite. So weapon skill power of 2 in this case. So if weapon skill is 100, divided by 200 is 0.5. And so is a number that can go between 1 and 4 or something like that. Plus the skill plus the stats factor. And is 1 plus the other. I think if it's zero, we may get some weird results because it's multiplied, you know. Calculator 0.25. So I think it's between 0 and 1 then. Okay, let's do 0.5. Let's do 0.5. Okay, so just for the test, because again, we are just testing the logic, not the actual math. So we don't care about the actual math. The math will be done by someone else. Or anyway, will be done by me in another session. At the moment, what we care is that our calculate damage as also this weapon stat factor, which will be, for example, 0.5. I cannot put it at 0, otherwise the result will always be 0. Right? So I cannot do that. I cannot, but I can do this. But yes, basically we will get a crash for every variable that is used by special attacks and is not part of the basic combat script. So is not made, you know, available to the rest of the scripting system. Checkers lend to fun and chess to complexity. Yeah, let's say this is a kind of an underlying layer that the players don't really see. So at the end you will just see, you know, you hit and you did 50 damage, right? So from the player perspective, the complexity is not a problem. The complexity is more for us, yes, to maintain, you know, the scripts, because like now that we use all these different possibilities and variables, and it's a bit harder to maintain. But let me say that when you set it once, you know, when you set it once, then you are good. Yes, you perform a lunge with your blade and deal an extra 227 piercing damage. Okay. Now, all the values are dummy, okay? So don't look at the 227 as anything meaningful, but basically the script worked. So the ability worked, right? The ability worked. Now we can try beat attack. We can try beat attack. Unfortunately 3 is already assigned, so we have to go for 4. We need to wait a monster to respawn. Hopefully we'll respawn. Here it is, ready for combat. Boom, number 4. Let's dodge my attack. Let's dodge my attack. Get him. Get him. Wow, I got... You beat fighter 3 weapon, gaining priority and gaining an attack advantage. Wow, we get a kind of a temporary spell. You see this thing? It's kind of a temporary spell bonus thanks to this maneuver. So basically the idea is that you use these 4 first, you get the advantage, and then you use like 1 to do more damage until you have the advantage. Very nice. But anyway, it works. Because basically on this one, I think you are like not disarming him, but anyway, you are unbalancing him or doing something. I don't know, beat attack. I don't know exactly what he's doing. The attacker beats the opponent blade to gain priority and continues the attack on the same spot. Yeah, it's like opening his guard and and so you get an advantage, you know, in the next attack. Very interesting maneuver, by the way. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Anyway, it seems to work. It seems to work fine. So all the these abilities, at least the one that we tested. Let me test the last one, circular parry. Which seems to be one that gives me some blocking skill. He's still trying to attack though. Yes. Your circular parry grants you an higher defense. You see that now we have this thing which unfortunately doesn't have a tooltip, but it's basically a bonus that we got thanks to this maneuver. So basically when you are fighting with a very, very strong monster, you can use, you know, number 4 and number 5 in our case to basically get some advantage in attack and defense, and then use 1 and 2 and 3. I mean, use this too to actually deal damage, right? I think which is an interesting technique. I mean, it's exactly how it should be designed, and I'm pretty happy that it seems to work actually. Now, if it's really giving you the bonus that we want, then I don't know. We will have to double check with the... We will have probably to make kind of a tooltip on this, which is telling you what you are getting. Let's say the good news is that it seems to be working, right? Which is pretty cool. It seems to be working fine, boys. So, okay, I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that. Because it means that the basic system, including all the scripting, is working. I was a bit, you know, scared that we would have some errors, but no, the errors were just missing variables, which is perfectly fine. So it proves that the scripting system is working as expected, and it's a very good news actually, because it means that my porting of the scripting system to Unreal was actually done properly. Yay! Yay! By the way, guys, we need more people to test the new release, because I see not a lot of people are connecting. I understand you don't have time or whatever, but I need the people that actually open the bugs that now are fixed pending release. I need them to double check them and mark them as completed, right? Ready to close. So if you open the bug in the bug tracker, please go there and check if it's now fixed or not, and if it is, go in game, test it, and let me know. You can just request closure here on the system, on the ticketing system. And for the one of you that didn't open any bug yet, you should please test the game and open bugs if needed, right? So give me your feedback if the game is working for you or not. I think we have about, you know, 50 plus people. I think, well, yeah, in theory, all the Patreons, so 56, plus at least, I would say, 10, 15 veteran players that requested the access to the alpha. So we have a pool of about 70 people, right? They can actually test the game. And I understand that testing is not like playing, and so maybe you don't want to do it. But, you know, when I see like 1 or 2 guys on the server, I mean, sometimes, you know, it's definitely not enough. So we need more people testing it and reporting bugs. So because the more bugs we find now, the less we will have in the release. Now, the other point is that obviously you should use another animation, right? So at the moment, for all these things that I do, is using the same animation, and the reason is that we have set into the database the same animation, which is hit, and so actually we are not changing under attacks, you know, the actual animation is always the same. So, but if we have new animations, right, we could then use them, and so you could actually see, you know, your character moving differently, which I think is pretty cool when you do a special attack and you see, you know, a special move, a special animation. Yeah. Okay, so if this is working, I think that the main point, you know, at the moment is to really just populate, you know, populate all the values, because this is what we need. We just need to populate all the abilities and ensure that they are properly loaded in game. Now they show properly with the icon, with the description, and with the right level. You see that this one is rank 10, this one is rank 20, 30, rank 50, rank 70, rank 100. So actually they show properly on the bar. And if I set my skill lower, right, like to 40 for example, yeah, you see that this one gets grayed out, right? This one gets grayed out, and you can still see them. You can still see them. Which is a kind of a question, you know, if you should really see them all, or if you should just see the next one that is you're gonna gain, because otherwise this is pretty much, you know, unveiling the wall tree of abilities for the whole game, right? But I think it's okay maybe at the moment. Then maybe we'll hide them later. I don't know. We can think about it. For now, I think we can have it. We can have it like that. Okay, so basically now what I need to do, I need to do some work for adding all the abilities to this sheet, right? For this one. Some we have already. I think many we have already, because there are a number that were already in the old game, right? And I need to check which one and which, maybe the ones that we have, for which we have the icon, we can just specify them. And so for example, so beat attack, circular parry, disengage, lunge are the one that we just set. There is also a side thrust. There is also a side thrust which I don't see here. Maybe it's been renamed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. It's side slash that has been renamed side thrust. Okay, fine. It's fine, but it's the same 5, huh? It's the same 5. It's the same 5. Then we have knives and daggers. Knives and daggers is this one. Lethal takedown, furtive strike, slit the throat, backstabbing blow, coup de grace. Little time for this tries, lead the throw, backstabbing blow, coup de grace. Yes, these are exactly the same one. So here we can just set the icons. I think would be nice. So lethal takedown is 2028. So the ones that we have, we should set. Furtive strike is 2029. Slit the throat is 2030. And backstabbing blow is 2031, and coup de grace is 2032. So all these ones in theory already have icons in the game and can be used in the game. Okay. Kind of easy. So I was just looking at the picture that they sent me for the Kleros history. I can show it to you as well if you want, as a super preview, but it's still under construction. Okay, I think I don't know, I like certain pieces, but other pieces I don't like. So this is the picture. So I like a lot the environment, and I think I like this house on the right. What I don't like these two pieces that seems to be, you know, copy pasted on top. These two pieces are pretty bad, I would say. I mean, the towers can be fine, even if they are a bit in the middle of nowhere, really. And these houses are also in the middle of nowhere, and I think that if you consider the perspective, I mean, if this house is as tall as this, right? If this house is as tall as this, yeah, because this is another job that I do and you don't see, right? But when people are sending me stuff, I need to, you know, I need to review it and I need to tell them if it's good or not. Where is the center of the horizon of this thing? Where is the center of the... I think it's something like this. Right? I think it's something like that. So the point is that in perspective, if we have this thing that is as tall as this, right? The same thing is as tall as this in perspective. Okay, I think the sides is kind of fine. I think the size is kind of fine. The size of these houses is kind of fine. What I think I think we may have a problem with the size of these towers, but also the fact that these towers are a bit in the middle of nowhere, right? So I think my comment will be the houses on the island are missing the ice on the roofs. They stand out too much as different from for that. So like this one is completely iced, you know, and this one is completely iced, and these ones are not. Why? I mean, they really look different, you know. And I think that the towers at the back, okay, the towers at the back can be fine, but I think we need something more here. I don't know, we need a kind of a small wall or something. Like if it's, you know, like if it's a city of some kind, because otherwise only those towers alone I don't think are good enough, you know. I mean, It should show like if it's a city in the distance or something. And then the towers may be fine, but... The towers need some walls or other distant buildings, so it looks more like a city. And I'm just giving him this picture, right? But the rest I think is fine. I don't know, here is a bit... I mean, I don't know. Do you like it or not? I mean, I don't know. What do you think about it? Give me your feedback as well. Looks like Christmas postcard for Plane Shift. Yeah, it can be. For sure there is ice. For sure there is ice. But I think basically if he can do, you know, if he can do a bit of ice, you know, a bit of ice on the houses, you know, which obviously now I cannot do it because I'm not an artist, but if you can do a bit of ice here as well, you know, here, the same way he did it here, and if you can add a bit of walls here, I think we are good. I think the Kleros is okay, the lady Kleros is okay, which is looking in this direction and saying, oh my god. The 3, I don't know, the 3, I think it looks very, yes, very Christmas-like, but I think because it's really a pine, you know, it's really a, but okay. I mean, I cannot ask him to change this one. I think I have no reason to ask him to change it. I think it's okay. I mean, it can be a 3 and a 3 can be like this. I think it's fine. I mean, what was probably better if the 3 was more of an alien 3. I mean, like we are in a different world. We are in the Kleros world, you know, but the sea is very nice. This rock is very nice. The rocks at the back are very nice. I mean, everything that is rocks, I think is super good. And the sky is also very nice. Just these houses that are kind of shitty. Yeah, because in the meantime we are building, you know, the homeward history for all the races, as you know. The problem is that we have 9 races. And thank God I reduced it from 11, the original 11 or 12 even. So, but yeah, so we need 5 for each of the race, so it's 45 drawings, you know, it's 45 illustrations. So even if you make one every week, you know, it takes you 1 year to do it. Which is probably what is gonna take us pretty much. Okay, then we have the one for Mason Hammer. Mason Hammer, this one also are listed as done, right? And these ones, let me just check the... Mason Hammer. Here are listed as Warhammer, but I think it's okay. Arms Mash 2023. Arms Mash 2023. Battering Ram 2024. Okay, it's not this one. 2024 is this one, Battering Ram. Then there is Break the Guard. No, wait. Yes, Break the Guard, which is 2025. Shield Pinning, which is 2026. And then Swirling Hammer, which is 2027. Okay, so these abilities should actually be already available. Now, type, passive ability, attack ability, talent ability. Okay, so all these ones should be attack ability. Okay, perfect. And then the link to the attack ID. Also this one we need to populate, huh? This one also we need to populate. Now, this one will be valid only for the production data because I'm not gonna copy, you know, all the scripts and everything in the dummy database data because it will be too much. Otherwise, it becomes a copy but of the production. But I think in here, right? If I take Lethal Takedown, for example, the attack is number 35. Yeah, it's a bit annoying because there are all these reference ID, but when we set it once, they will never change, so it's okay. 36, 37, 38, and the coup de grace 13. Yes, these one are already done, by the way, so all these ones are available. We can use them today, you know, in PlaneShift. We can use it today. Arm smash, where is it? Is it arm smash 40? Break the guard 41. Battering ram 42, shield pinning, yeah, they're basically in a sequence. A swirling hammer 44. Okay. So then I have to create the sequel. The sequel will be made of 2 pieces. Well, 2 piece. Well, no, I think one piece here, and then the scripts will be separate. But I think I did it already here, so should be fine. So if I copy this formula, I think if I copy this formula, should already be doing the right thing. Yes. I think it's doing it. I think it's doing it. So actually this one, you know, we can just, well, let's do it for the one that are active, and then we will do it for the others. I don't know what is action 1. Action 1 originally was desk 1, action 1. I think action 1 was the script. Skill 2, talent 1, talent 2. Yeah, I think action 1 was actually the action 1. I think it's the attack ID. I think I change it. I change it to. I think we don't need it. We don't need another column. So I think this action 1 can be renamed to status. You know, if it's done or not done. It's not a column that we need to put into the database. But in another hand, I have liked the opening picked in PS Legacy. Then I have never liked. You never liked the opening of Legacy? Which one? We have one for each. We have one for each release, Hula. Which one you didn't like? There was one for Atomic Blue, one for Molecular Blue, one for Crystal Blue, one for Steel Blue. So every release had a different opening picture. Why you never liked it? Why? Okay, so then we have another block here, which is shield handling. Shield handling seems to be also done, at least is listed as done. Right? Is listed as done. The long one when you can upgrade or repair or start. Okay, change it already. He changed it already. So on the fly development, boys. On the fly developments. He did it this way. You know what I don't like? I don't like the details of these houses. I mean, I don't know. This house is a bit better. These houses are really drawn in a super simple traits. I don't know how to say, but they are really drawn like super simple, like 3 lines. I mean, without texture. I don't know. It's missing. This one has texture. The one on the right actually has texture. These ones do not have texture at all, so for some reason, and they are missing shadows as well. I don't know, they are like if they are drawn by a different person, but I know it's the same person, by the way. The guy with the ruined spell. Ah, yes, that one. Why you don't like it? I think it's very nice. I think the towers are better with the kind of the walls, you know, in the distance. I think it's fine, even if, you know, in terms of horizontal line, it seems to me that these towers are pretty much at the same. I don't know how to say, but they don't look more in the distance, but. I think I really don't like these houses. I have a problem with these houses. Are not. I don't know. Are not good. I mean, can you see the difference between this and that? I don't know. I mean, it's so much different. So much different in everything, in texture. But maybe it's also the style, you know. The fact that this one has a special style and these ones do not, so maybe adding a minimal, you know, I don't know if it would be visible at this distance, probably not, but I mean, also the inclination. I mean, also the the way you see this thing, it goes like this, and you see this thing, it goes like this. I mean, it's not the same style at all. I don't know how to say, but I would say the towers are now better. The towers are now better. The house on the island is still bad. Still bad. I mean, it's the wrong style. That's the problem. It's the wrong style. See the lines on the house on the right. This is the Kleros style and this is correct. But on the other houses, you have it different. I mean, you have it different. I mean, you have it different. It should be different. Also those houses have less texture and shadows. Can I have more reference? No, because it doesn't exist. No, because they don't exist. I don't have other reference. I mean, the other reference in theory is this picture, okay? The problem of this picture is that But yes, like this one, for example. And this one I think he has. I mean, why doesn't freaking look at the website? More blurred in distance, you think it should be? I mean, in this one, it's pretty evident how the you know, you see the line of the roof, right? The line of the roof is convex, you know. Yeah, the problem is that he built the environment first, right? And then I asked him to add houses. That's why it looks so different, because he built the picture without the houses. So this thing were not existing, right? The original picture was this. That maybe you will like more. I don't know. Probably yes, but I didn't. The original picture was this one. Okay. And my problem with this was that it was not really conveying the concept of multiple islands in the sea. And I had a problem with this world thing here, because I mean, in the Kleros world, in theory, these things do not exist. I mean, it's not a world made of ice. We are not in the North Pole or whatever, right? So it's just a normal world that then iced up, you know, that then became iced due to natural events. But it's impossible that things like this has been formed, right? So this is why I asked him to delete it. And so he made it smaller, which I think is nice. And then I said, can you add some housing, you know, in the distance or some stuff? But I still think that probably this should become smaller. I mean, I don't know, these houses, they seems to be very big compared to, you know? I mean, if the island is that far, I think they should be as small as this. Right? I think there is a much better proportion that what he has now. I think the houses are really too big. I have to do it in GIMP, not here. Doing it here is basically impossible. Doing it in Paint is basically impossible. Yeah, but this seems to be a much better proportion, you know? So I think this guy is very nice. I mean, he's doing very nice environment, but I think he's missing really the proportion sometimes. So I don't think I can go back to so I think like this, compared to that thingy, it looks completely off. While the way I did it, like this, it looks more reasonable. I mean, it looks like a city in the distance inside of this big island with towers in the distance. I think he made it really too big. I think proportions are a bit off. I don't know. He's working on it right now, so I hope he can improve it. I mean, the drawing is not bad, but I mean, he's a young guy. But maybe he's listening. Probably. I mean, he's not a very experienced, you know, artist for sure. I think he's 18 or something, but Okay, so, but I think he has potential because I think that some of the stuff that he's drawing is good. So, like for example, the sea is very nice, and the style here on this part on the left, I really like it. Even if it's not defined, you know, but I really like the overall result. And this one, for example, as well is very nice. So, I mean, you can do it. Just, I don't know. Sometimes I feel there is like two people drawing, you know? But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But sometimes it looks like there are two different people drawing things. So arm smash. Where are we? Ah, here. Arms, no, fast block. We were arm smash. We did it. So we need to do the shield handling piece. The shield handling piece. Shield handling. Do I have it? In theory, it should be called fast block. I don't have it. Unless it maybe changed name. Shield slam. There is a shield pinning, but no, these ones are different. So the shield one in theory are done, but do we have the icons? Because I remember that I had a problem with the icons. UI combat icons, assassin, combat icon, shield mastery. Yes, we have them. Shield mastery icons, which I assume is shield handling, by the way. But can I see it? No. It's opening in GIMP. Because the shield mastery, I didn't put it in the game yet. Yeah, this is another work that we need to do. This is another job that we need to do, which is to finish the import of all the icons that we had at that time. Which I think are very nice icons, by the way. There is another work that we need to do, boys. Yeah, you're saying these are the icons. Now I have them in DDS, but I also asked the originals. And I think we got the originals. Yes, you say these ones are the originals. And there are 5 of them. We even have the PSD for it. Wow. Shield slam, like if I go here. We have PSD of icons, boys. Wow. Insane. Very nice. Professional team, boys. Professional team. Look at this. Look at this. You couldn't believe it, eh? You cannot believe that we do things like this, eh? But we do. Okay, now these ones are a bit big, so I cannot really use them as they are. But do we have a standard for this thing? I think we do. I think if I go under textures and I go under icons and I go under icon combat, no. Miscellaneous weapons, no. Weapons, no. Accessory, combat. Yes, they were missing, you see. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is sword. This is the hammer for sure. This is the archery. This is the knives. And I'm missing the orange one. I have no idea what is it. The orange one. Combat all PSD. By the way, it doesn't look like a combat all, really. No, combat all. No, I need this one. This one is called T Icons Combat, right? T Icons Combat. I don't have it here. Combat. Combat icons, PNG. Combat icons, PNG. Yes, is this one. Okay, combat icons, PNG. So it was not there? Yes, it's here. Combat icons PNG. Why didn't see it? It was in front of my face. It was in front of my face. There should also be another one, which was the coloring of the. But I don't think I have it. There was a thing. There was the coloring of the combat areas. Why I don't have it here? Here it is, color panel. Very nice. Slashing, reserve brute, melee, general, archery, piercing. So, in theory, the orange is the hammer. No, but it doesn't work. Doesn't work. But anyway, we need to put on top of these ones, right? And we'd be interested to know what are the orange ones. Infantry? No. Barbaric. Is what here is called barbaric. Barbaric, yes, barbaric. But barbaric, I think in our world now is called oh no, we have it, barbaric. Feint and smash. Feint and smash. Yeah, I have to reconcile a bit, you know. But for example, feint and smash doesn't exist anymore. Yes, because we decided to go in. So before we were going combat styles, okay? Combat styles. Now we are going by skill of the weapons. And so some are actually matching. Others are not matching at all. Okay, let's do the one that are matching so I don't become crazy. So the shield handling is matching because the shield handling is... because the shield handling is this one, okay? Now, If I could have the originals, well, I mean, I don't really need this one as super high quality. I don't need the one at super high quality, but I need them at, what do we do? 64 by 64, I think it is this thing. Yes, it's 64 by 64. So I just need them at that resolution, right? So what was the way? Show grid. Very, 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 very nice. Very nice show grid. Wow, here we are really at the limit, and this one actually is going a bit beyond, you know, the other icon. You see, it's going a bit beyond. Please, when he's doing this, really is making me crazy. Okay. So sometimes you want to move the selection, right? But you want to move what you have inside, but you cannot do it in GIMP. The only way to do it is to Control X and Control V in another floating thingy, and then and then you move it. Bro. Okay. And then you move it. I think it's something like this is more centered than before. And then you merge it again. Right? I think it's the only way. Yeah, that one was going a bit over. Okay, so we need the shield ones, right? We should have 5 for each. That's the idea. Now the first one we have so many, but it's not really important. I mean, we need 5. So let me open them all, and I think we can restart from the originals. Is that color wheel on the website? No, I don't think so. Now, do we want to add, I mean, do these ones have a sequence of some kind? Good question. And which one is assigned to what? Good question. Well, we have the preview. So we have shield slam, fast block. Let me see if they are in the same sequence. No, we have fast block first. Fast block, which in theory is that one. Okay, fast block is this one, yes. So if I merge everything, merge down, merge down, merge down, merge down, okay. And then I scale the image to 64 by 64. Okay, becomes very small, unfortunately, but it's okay. And then I copy it here. Right? You see, if you copy from outside, is kind of working. Do you think we need icons at 128, or I don't know? At the moment, it's 64 by 64. We have them all like this. Then the next one is shield slam, and shield slam is this one. So if I merge down, merge down, merge down, merge down, and then I layer to image, and then I image sides, and I go 64 by 64, and I copy this guy into this. Right, and so on. And the third one is the one with the big arrow, so this one. So we merge down, we merge down, we merge down. By the way, the guy that did these icons is Light, and he's still around. He's in Discord. He's in Discord very often. So you can say hello and say, hey, I saw your icons today on the stream. Okay. Then the next one is Wall of Shields. Wall of Shields. Okay. Okay. Which is similar to the first one, just on two sides, but it's okay. It's okay, we like that, no problem. Maybe it would be nice to change maybe a bit the shape of the shield, but it's okay. And then the last one is thwarting attack, whatever is that thing, which is this one. So merge down, merge down, merge down. Layers to image scale 64. Okay. Okay. So we also have the shields. Now the shield, so I can save this one. I can export. And I can, yes, we can go combat icons, replace, and then hopefully from Unreal I can re-import, and it's pointing to the same one? No way. It's pointing to something else. No, wait. It's pointing there, it's just the GIMP is asking you a double, you see? And we have them, and now we have them in Unreal. Okay. So this one will be the shields. I need to define now in the I need to define it here though. So I need to go 5 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the atlas is the same. The atlas is the same. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, is the same. The difference is the line, because will be line number 6. This one is the same. And here we will have the names, right? We will have the names now. Now, as we said, the first one is fast block. Fast block. Yeah, I prefer to put here the name, so I always have the reference. In reality, this column is not used, but I prefer to have it so that I always have the reference. The second one is shield push. Shield push. The third one is the one with the arrow. Oh fuck, I messed up. Yes, I messed up, because that one is the third one. This one is shield slam. Is shield slam. And then we have in theory wall of shields and thwarting attack. Exactly. So wall of shields and thwarting attack, which I have no idea what it means, but fine. Must be block attack. Which one? Block attack? Bash. Charges are good attacks in shield throw for small round shields. Okay, so now we have this. I can save it. And in theory, these ones I can already import, right? If I re-import this file from Unreal, it should re-import. There is DT icons. Yes, which goes until 797, if I remember, or whatever. Yeah, 797, and then all these icons. So if I import again, there are some duplicates. 136. Yeah, but I think we don't care about the duplicates. Okay, so we have all our new ones in. Okay, fine. Very good. Yeah, there is this thing. Wait a second. I mean, it's identical to before. What the... I mean, it looks identical to before. I don't understand the difference. I mean, why you made the towers more? Wait a second. I mean, the towers were okay. Oh my god, the towers were okay. I don't know why he changed the towers. And the houses looks identical to before. I don't know. The size of the house is a bit better. Wait a second. The size of the house. Well. Yeah, the size of the house is better. Why these guys not? I don't know. Sometimes I'm getting. How can I explain him? How can I explain him that? I don't know. How can I explain him that this is going one direction and the other is going the other direction? I don't know how to explain in this thing. So I don't know how to explain that this is good and this is bad. I don't know how to explain. I don't know. Why so hard sometimes? Why so hard? Why? Ah, fuck, I cannot type here because it's too... it's too dark. Okay, good. Good. Wait, let me do it in black. I think black is more understandable. Good. bad. Okay. You see the curve. Okay, he's watching the stream. Okay, if you are watching the stream, you know, this is the good, you know, angle, right? The good curve. This is the good curve. This is the bad curve. So the houses of these guys, are made this way. They are not made this way. Okay, so the roofs, like in the picture that I shown you, which is this one, you see the roof is going down like this and then out, down and out, down and out. There is the style of their houses. I mean, it's one of the style of their houses. Then I don't know if it's the only one, but unfortunately it's too late, so I think I will have to go. Yeah, it's really late, but I think we did good anyway. So we finished this thing, and we tested the talents. The talents are working. We did some fixes to the scripts. We did some fixes to the script. We are loading more icons. We will load more abilities. And basically what we need to do, we need to finish this list, okay? The talents list. We need to finish them all. So basically now, shield handling. So fast, let me just finish this, otherwise. So fast block will be 2033. Shield slam will be 2034. I think they are in a sequence. I know. Thwarting attack, for example, is 3027. Wall of shields is 2036. And the last one, which is, I guess, shield push, yes, is 2035. Okay. And then here we need to put the number which is referring to the actual script, right? And I think we have the scripts of these guys already. We have the scripts. We have the script somewhere. In progression, though. In progression. Where name like shield. Okay. And so we have them here. Yes, you see the script are already here. And then I just need the reference to the attacks. The reference to the attacks. So if I do a name like shield, you see I have them here. So shield slam, for example, is 26. Wall of shield is 28. Shield push is 29. And thwarting attack, I don't have it because it's not named shield. And fast block here. Fast block is 25. Okay, they are in a sequence. And this one hopefully is 27. Yes. Okay. So basically like this, we could insert the new abilities into the database, at least for these blocks, right? And you see that some are still to be developed. For example, this one, light armor recovery, Allows you basically to recover physical from physical strain, using this ability to recover physical stamina faster based on the number of light armor pieces you are wearing, right? So I think it's a good idea. I think it's a very good idea. I like it. And this one, you get temporary health boost. This one is a bit of a stretch, but okay. I mean, gaining health based on the armor you have. I don't know, but okay. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. See you tomorrow evening, and we will continue with this. I don't know, maybe it's not the most super fun thing to do for you to watch, but anyway, it's needed for the game, and so we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna finish as much as I can. I'm gonna finish the talents. Okay. With that, I think I'm gonna go. Do we want to do a small raid? Let me see how many we are. We're not too many, but maybe we can. I don't know. We are not too many survivors of this session. No one is online. Okay, GG. People don't like Mondays, huh? Streamers don't like Mondays. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow, or whenever it will be. Meanwhile, test the game, please. Test the game. Test the game. Test the game. Good night.